mind and one for the intelligent as fellas get. Listen, let's settle this, be clear. I could fall back 7 years, still it ain't no one ahead of me. Consider it a blessing if you get to stand next to me. 5-star general, OG veteran, cake like.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today what we're going to do is talk a little bit about something that's been going on. I've actually been following his vlog. Vlogs are very interesting to me. I like to see the behind the scenes insight to people's lives. You know, like seeing someone go fucking bench press, I could give a shit less. Seeing someone do fucking, you know, just the normal fitness shit, I'm doing cardio, I don't fucking care, you know what I mean? I can bench press 500 pounds, I don't fucking care. But to see, you know, who they really are as a person and how that kind of comes full swing in these vlogs, I really enjoy watching. And that's why I started to do the vlog for my prep, leading them up to my prep, to show people that prep is not a pretty thing. Okay, it's just not. There are a ton of people out there that claim, oh, I'm in contest shape and I feel great. And I'm like, why the fuck are you lying to people? Oh, you know, contest prep doesn't have to be hard. Okay, that's bullshit. You know, the people that are saying that don't really get in shape, but the people that are in shape saying that are just fucking lying. And I think it's honestly, they don't want to look weak. They don't want to look weak to the point where they're like, I can't handle a diet. I mean, you know, it's not like you have fucking cancer or something. It's a diet. You know, it's a 12-week fucking diet, 16-week diet, whatever. You know, like I know one dude dieted for like 6 months. He was like, oh, I feel great. And I'm like, dude, you look like you're going to fucking die. You've even lost some hair during this. Like you're fucking, you don't look good, bro. And he was like, yeah, but I feel great. I'm like, no, you don't. You're drinking cup of coffee after cup of coffee after cup of coffee just to fucking not fall asleep. And I'm watching you and your fucking words don't make any sense. I'm like, it's like almost like you're fucking drunk. And you say you feel great. You may feel great because you're fucked up in the head. But Christian Guzman came out with his vlog series. And as I've been following it, Christian does flexible dieting, which I've always done flexible dieting in the off season, but not really during contest prep. I did a little more flexible dieting this year with contest prep, but not to what he does. You know, he still has stuff like Chick-fil-A every day. He still has stuff like frozen yogurt and stuff. Like just foods that people enjoy that you can eat out and still get in contest shape. And he's proven that you can do that. And that's something like Matt Ogus did with the Chipotle burritos. He proved you could eat Chipotle every day, still get into contest shape. But the difference about Christian's video is, even though he's on like 300 grams of carbs or 275 or whatever, which is fairly decent amount of carbs to diet on, he's explaining how it really feels. Like he's not lying about it. He could be like, oh, I feel fantastic, I feel awesome. Nobody knows the fucking difference. But he's actually showing the vulnerability and the true contest prep pitfalls, which are, I shouldn't say pitfalls, I should say more the struggles than a lot of these other YouTubers have shown, and a lot of other people shown in general. You know, even on 275 grams of carbs, he's like, I'm totally exhausted. I'm having a hard time getting through my fucking day. And he's still eating like Chick-fil-A and, you know, all this stuff that people would say, oh, I'd feel good if I was eating that. No. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're on a keto diet or if you're on the diet that he's on. He's explaining it to you like I did. I dieted a completely different way. And you know what? At the end, I was fucked up too. I was tired. I was exhausted. I didn't want to fucking move. You know, like I wasn't giving my all to everything around me. It's the same thing with him with his flexible dieting. And by putting it out there, I think it explains that really it's not about the food, again. It's not about the foods that you eat as to how you feel leading up to the prep. It's about how your body gets depleted. When your body's trying to burn fat, and it definitely does not want to retain muscle mass, and you're forcing it to retain muscle mass by training, and you're feeding it enough protein to maintain your muscle mass, or even some people grow muscle mass, but at the same time you're cutting fat, your body's in a state of, I mean, it really doesn't want to do those things at once. It really wants to just hibernate and shut down. Okay, when you're losing a lot of body fat like that, your body thinks it's starving and it wants to shut down. The first thing it does to shut down is shut your brain down, put you to sleep. When you go to sleep and lay down, everything slows down. It shuts down your it slows down your metabolism so that, you know, hopefully when you wake up from that, you'll be able to eat like you're hunter-gatherer. You'll be able to fucking kill something and eat it. Like, it's a very big survival thing. And I'm watching this and I'm like, you know what? I think that it's probably the best vlog I've seen out there as far as all of the IFOM dieters, as far as telling it how it really is. You know, and for that, I got to give the kid respect. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not just about the competition. It's the fact that he's following through with it, but he also has, like I do, a business to run, you know, these videos to make and edit and stuff like that, personal relationships that we all have, and all that shit suffers when you do this. And I just came off, you know, 2 weeks ago of the show prep, and I stepped back and I realized, yeah, it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. You're in an unhealthy place mentally. You're so consumed by everything, and the closer the show gets, that's when the nerves start to kick in. You're like, am I going to be good enough? Am I going to be able to get lean enough? Who's going to show up? Are they going to be better than me? Like, these things start to fuck with your head, on top of the fact that you're already depleted from, your body fat levels being very low. It's not an easy thing to do, and I think a lot of people, they sensationalize it. Like you see a lot of these pros do their vlogs, and they talk about fucking going to war and going to battle. They never say stuff like, I shouldn't say that. I've seen Frank McGrath say stuff like, I can barely lift my head off the couch, I'm so tired. You know what I mean? Like, very few of them actually tell you how it is, and I think literally so that they don't feel like they look weak to the general public. But these are facts. When you're watching these vlogs, pros, Christian, mine, these are facts. This is how you feel. It doesn't matter whether you go bro diet or IFYM, your body fat's going to get down to a certain level where you're not going to fucking feel good. You're going to forget things. I put the remote control in the fucking bathroom one night. I'm not really sure why I even took it in there in the first place. I couldn't find the remote control for like an hour. I was like, where the fuck did I put it? I thought, and to me, it made more sense that I would put it in the refrigerator because I had eaten rather than in the bathroom. And I found it in the bathroom when I went to take a shower. I'm like, why the fuck is the remote in here? And I do shit like that all the time. Aaron would actually get up in the morning and there would be like, I use paper plates and plastic spoons and forks. I don't like to do dishes. I fucking hate dishes. So that's what Aaron and I use. I mean, we eat so many meals throughout the day that it's just easier for us like that. And she would find the plate, the spoon, and a cup sitting on the fucking counter, and like a foot below it is the trash. And the thing of almonds would be on the counter, the big thing of almonds. And she would just laugh because she knew I couldn't bend down. Like, I was so tired I couldn't bend down to put the almonds away or even put my plate in the trash. Like, the trash bags are obviously not heavy, but you got to walk them across to the dumpster thing over here. Well, to walk over there and walk back and walk up the stairs, too much at that point. Like, your daily life becomes too much, and you're fighting to remain balanced, and you're fighting to put on the happy face, the smiley face for everyone around you and not let it affect them. Meanwhile, you yourself are getting beat up, physically and mentally nonstop for this amount of prep. And once that, this is the Full Throttle 3 Days Out video I just finished watching of his. That final time is the worst for me. It's absolutely the worst. I start eating those carbs, my metabolism starts to speed up. I'll fill out, flatten out, fill out, flatten out. It's a timing thing. It goes back and forth. It doesn't matter how much carbs I eat. I'll still flatten out after a certain point. It's the most fucking absurd thing that happens every single fucking show. But you stop training in order to let your body recover, and then what do? Nothing. You think. I try to stay busy with work and videos and filming the vlogs, but you think, what if I lose? I'm going to let down. I mean, make no mistake about it. Christian has 493,000 subscribers. That's a lot of people watching him go after this competition. The pressure he probably feels to perform, and not only at his best, but to win. And you know what? 493,000 of those people don't care if he fucking wins. But the pressure on him to win, to not let down fans, friends, family, to not let it all go to waste, the sacrifice that he made for the last 12 to 16 weeks, it really fucks with your head. So be aware, guys. I think that, hopefully more of these guys that are doing these competitions, that are vlogging, will come out with real vlogs so that people understand that, this is not, to finish the fucking fight and get there, he's right. After you look at it, like the day after I looked at it, I said, what the fuck did I just do? I went keto for straight fucking 4 weeks, which was more than I usually do. Usually 2.5 is all, is all I go. But I wanted to come in very conditioned in my lower back, which I did. I did double cardio sessions, which usually I cut cardio out maybe a week or two before. I was like, fuck it, I need to go, I need to be focused. I need to get there on the next level. I sacrificed some muscle size, but I did all those things, and then you step back and you go, yeah, I didn't win. I fucking got last place. And people were asking me, like, how'd you do? I'm like, last place. And they're like, oh my God. Like, they thought I was going to be upset. And I'm like, you don't understand. I am 40 years old and I just pushed myself to a new level again. Like, I took myself to a place where I had left in the past, like when I was doing bodybuilding. And I left that in the past and I pushed myself to a certain point then. And I did it this time. Get this. This time I did it trying to prove that I could do it without taking all the fucking drugs that I was taking back then. Which was even harder for me. You have to dig harder, you have to diet harder, you have to push harder. When you're not taking all those fucking drugs that do speed up processes of fat loss and muscle building and all that stuff, guess what? You have a fucking harder task at hand. So when I walked off stage and I was smiling, It wasn't about whether I fucking won or lost. It was like I went up there with those fucking guys who were loaded on shit, who fucking been training nonstop, fucking however long, with all my injuries, and I walked off stage looking like I belonged. Yes, I was the worst one of the pack, but I did it. At 40 years old, I wanted to be in the best shape of my life, and I made that goal 2 years ago when I was like 38. I was starting to get a little bit older, and when I tore my rotator cuff, I was like, it's not about being big, it's about being the best I can be. I want to be in the best shape I could ever be in. And that, undeniably, 2 weekends ago, was the best shape that I was ever in. Now, after it's over, you look back at it, you're like, that's fucking amazing. What now? I'm sure Christian's going to go through this right after his competition. What goal now? And there's goals with business, there's goals, but there's also personal goals. So, like, you know, my new personal goal now is to stay leaner than I was last offseason, to stay a little bit bigger than I was, to actually improve my physique for an off-season overall look, which I don't know if I'll ever compete again, but I want to look a certain way for me. And it doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter. The viewers don't care, friends don't care, family don't care. Nobody really gives a shit, but this is my personal goal. So I just want to say, if I put this up, before I forget to put it up before his competition, Christian, good luck, man. Super impressed by the vlog, and without a doubt, compared to last year, this year, fucking night and day difference, and you know that. I don't need to tell you that. But I hope you do well, man, and keep crushing it. Biosafetraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biosafetraining.com is a blog. It's the Good Luck Christian Bicep. Get some fucking lighting in there. And we're out.